got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes throwing the out route and complete. That's George. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Mahomes firing complete.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He will go down, a Cowboys sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack on first down, Haskins, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on third and long. Haskins. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, Hill. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
58, right over there.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins, he sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Under 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who can gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 26. Check 26.
from just shy of midfield. Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burgess. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Let's go, baby.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
53, Mike.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 25 yards that time. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
That's the way. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
80 weapon, 80 weapon.
Right on these two, right on these two.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Credit that break up to Greedy Williams.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful when the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Here we go, here we go.
Echo,
53, check 53. Let's go.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 76 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go as we saw there.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Haskins to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Haskins now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. On first down, it's Haskins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Result of the play, first down.
Yellow. I'm going blue way. 53 flat. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. They'll run it now out of the gun. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You run. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Tight yard. 43. You got tight. Come on, Dave. Tight.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Haskins, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, Haskins. He completes this to Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes, and he finds Penny. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have to find routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. They go play fake. Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's George. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Penny, a 1st down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll let this go deep for Sutton. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run it with Hill. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now here's Hill. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Haskins on the keeper, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dwayne Haskins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Takk McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
58, come on. It's yellow. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Hill. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now it's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check the backer, check the backer. Let's go. Come on. Go 58 to the mic. Here we go, here we go. Kill, kill, kill. 58 to the mic.
Haskins to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll run. This is Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Watch the safety creep.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From midfield now, Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Marcus Williams on coverage.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 24, check 58, Mike.
4th down, here's Haskins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Yellow.
Let's go, G.
Attack.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Dallas, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with